If you're looking to change your money mindset in 2025, then this video is for you. Hi, my name is Tega, and on this channel, we'll discuss all things finance and how to be more productive. Today, I'll be breaking down 7 smart money tips that would help you save better, invest more, and generally just change your mindset about money in the long term. So let's get into it. The first tip is to automate your savings. For you to be productive and to be able to plan your money right, you need to automate your savings. Have a plan of what you want to save every month and just make it automated so that once you get your paycheck, it moves to like your savings account or your investment account. That's separate from what you're going to spend in the month. This is the easiest way to save money and the easiest way to really begin to see traction in your money game. Tip 2 is to use your TFSA and your RRSP wisely. If you live in Canada, these accounts are very, very useful to you. So make sure you have them open, a TFSA and RRSP, and you can open them in almost anywhere. But depending on where you want to do, my own TFSA account is with Wealth Simple. So you can open a TFSA account online with Wealth Simple or any other bank that has like investment platforms. Your RRSP too. The TFSA is a great account because it helps you grow wealth or investments tax-free. It's perfect for investing. I do not recommend it for savings. You should be using it to maximize the most you can get from it, which is basically investing in the stock market and getting like amazing returns on it. Now, the RRSP is really good to reduce your taxable income in this year and also help you towards planning for retirement. So basically, if you have like really high income already, then you may want to consider investing a bit into your RSP and also your TFSA. You could share them between your RSP and your TFSA, but your RSP will just basically help you with investing for the future and saving on tax now. You don't need to max out these accounts now. You just need to start contributing to them and start maximizing them. Tip 3 is to cut out expenses that don't serve you. Now, I am an advocate of cutting like subscriptions that you don't really use, but sometimes those things don't go very far. So if you see more opportunities to cut out like 5 to 10% of like your expenses, that would obviously go much farther than like just cutting out Netflix or your coffee or something. Of course, you can cut those ones out, but if you can see more chunky items to cut out, this will really help you in general, like having more money available for savings. You can look at your major expense items like your transportation, your rent, feeding, and see what significant thing you can cut out of those to help you just have more room in your income to be able to save and invest. Tip 4 is to start investing no matter how small. So even if you don't have like thousands of dollars to invest in the stock market, you don't need that to start investing. Investing is one of the easiest or cheapest ways to grow wealth because not all of us have like a lot of money to invest in rental properties or to buy a business, but we all have like a little bit to invest in stock market per time and allow time and compound interest help us grow that money into wealth. So even if you have as low as $50, you should be investing that money in the stock market. There's a stock or an ETF or an index fund that is that low that you can actually buy, or you could actually buy fraction shares. That's like a portion of a stock you're interested in, or an ETF or an index fund. And then when you have more money, you could put more to maybe you get like one of that index fund or ETF or whatever you want to invest in. But please open an account. Opening an account is free. You could open an account on Wealth Simple or Questrade or your investment platform. I'll leave the link to how to open an account on Wealth Simple. You could check that out and get a discount code. Tip 5 is to build an emergency fund. Life happens and you really want to have cash on hand to be able to address whatever emergencies happen. You don't want to have to dip into your investments for that. So you would want to have like 3 to 6 months of your expenses somewhere that can cater to any emergencies that happen. Now, if you do not have that amount saved up, that's fine. For now, just aim to have that and then start from like $500, $1,000. If you want to know more about how to build your emergency fund, I'll put a link to my video on how to build your emergency fund. So you can check that video, and I elaborated on how to go about building your emergency fund. Tip 6 is to follow the 50-30-20 rule of budgeting. Or better still, you could budget whatever works for you. But that's like a guide. So 50% is for your needs, like your rent, your transportation, basic things you need to survive, groceries. And then 30% is for your wants, eating out, going out, traveling, all of those kind of things. And 20% is for your savings. Now, this is just a guide to help you in budgeting and saving. Of course, your situation can be different, so you can adapt this to what works for you, but have a guide of don't spend more than a particular amount on your needs, and don't spend more than a particular amount on your wants, and always have savings, because that's so important. If you even have more room to save, like 30%, 40%, why not? Please do that. You will gain a lot of speed if you're saving more. Tip 7 is to adopt a long-term money mindset. In 2025, like, be so determined to change your mindset towards money, because a lot of times building wealth is like boring. It's budgeting, it's saving, investing, it's letting go of some things that look like every other person is doing it, but you are planning for your future, and so you can't afford those luxuries now, or it looks boring. It looks like, why am I doing all of this? But in the future, you would thank yourself for it. If you had a mindset towards money about, like, once you get your paycheck, you spend it, or you're into retail therapy, like buying things to make you happy, you need to change those mindsets. If you're also into like get rich quick schemes, you also need to change this mindset, because a lot of times those things are not real, and you lose money that you could have grown systematically. So be more focused about building wealth for the long term, instead of like trying to get it fast, or trying to do something that would just give you like 200% growth overnight. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share with friends that may also need this information. Let me know in the comment section which one really stood out for you and which one you plan on changing. You can also do well to check my other videos.